Today's going to be a juicy one. We're talking about SUI, we're going to talk AlphaFi, we're going to talk Cetus, Turbos, Navi, SUI ecosystem. We're also going to look at my 400, probably 500K plus in DeFi income portfolio on the VFAT side. Just have a really quick look. And I want to start this video off by saying two quick things. Number one, someone on Twitter kind of was blasting some post I had being like, this is the worst time to get into crypto. I can't believe people are getting in. That same person was probably saying that every leg of the journey when it came to crypto. But the real cool thing with DeFi is we create cash flow, then we could take that cash flow and invest into crypto, and we don't care what the markets are doing because we're holding for the long term. But I think there's so many missed opportunities in just buying and holding. I call it the buy, hold, and hope. Instead, we cash flow, and with that cash flow, we buy, then we hold, and we hope. And I did that with SUI. In the comments, let me know if you're an OG, if you're around when we were talking a lot about Turbos and Cetus. We were doing around 400% returns on our SUI. And again, shameless plug, but I don't feel any shame with talking about the UIG because people are making so much freaking money, and it's a community for a coffee per day. You get access to over 1,500 investors, their portfolios, their wins, and we've got every single day we get 3 or 4 wins posted from I made my first $50 to I turned 4,000 into 25,000. That was posted yesterday. We have some clients doing over $100,000 per month, which is more than me, and that always inspires me. I want students to do better than the teachers. And overall, just deep education. A lot of people here were like, I started from scratch and I knew right here. Before joining the UIG, mid-September, I knew nothing about crypto, nothing about liquidity pools, nothing. I bought some crypto and I knew of crypto for 7 years. And it's just incredible what they're able to do in a short period of time. So we were talking about SUI and creating free SUI way back even before the summer. And for those who've been following the strategy, it's paying off. But this isn't the end all for you. There's a new opportunity weekly, monthly, big opportunities. And that's why this space is so lucrative. So just to quickly explain the overall strategy here, I was in a Turbos pool back in the day, SUI USDC. SUI was trading pretty sideways. So we were in pools. We were doing over 4, sometimes 500%. We were getting free SUI. And if you know me, I'm all about the velocity of money. So I want 100% ROI. I want to pull out my initial. We started with around 5 grand, eventually pulled out the initial. And now that 5K is worth $41,000, and that is free. This is free money. This is risk free. It cost me $0. And if people understood that that's the velocity of money, please let me know in the comments if we're getting this. Let me know if you want me to do a video just on the concept of velocity of money, because the wealthy individuals, I know that's the game they play. They're obsessed with the velocity of money. They invest in something within, 12 months, they're able to pull out that initial investment and still have control of said asset. You see this in real estate all the time. You see this in big deals. And we can replicate this in crypto, but we don't have to wait 12 months. We can sometimes do it in 30, 60 days. If you're getting 400% returns on something, and within a few months, you can get 100% ROI, pull out the initial, use that so you keep recycling your dollar, and you have 100% control of the asset you built, the DeFi business. If people got that concept, we talk about it in the UIG all of the time. If they got that concept, they'd be amazed at how quickly they can compound into wealth and really build momentum into wealth. So we're yield farming SUI. At one point it was 50, 60 cents. And now we're up, an overall of 720%. And you can see how a very small amount can compound into a large amount. Better yet, I'm making 18% on the SUI I hold here. And I'm doing, 1,300% APY over here on some SUI USDC. So I have more single-sided exposure on SUI because I want to keep riding this thing up. And on AlphaFi, and I don't recommend this by the way, but on AlphaFi, I'm also getting a bunch of free alpha tokens. It was under $2 when I started doing this. I think at one point it was worth like $200. Now it's worth 1.1. Again, really, really small amount, but oftentimes platforms like this do pretty well in a bull market. So I'm making yields. I'm collecting those yields for free. It does lock it up. So I don't recommend this by the way, but my portfolio is so massive that I can take a little bit and build little low cap kind of moon bags without really taking on any risk. So as you can see, AlphaFi shot up to $4, but for a long time, it was just kind of like around $1. And now it's around $4, a 4x return, which is awesome. And I'm making all those AlphaFi tokens for free. I don't recommend you do that with AlphaFi. But you can do that all day long in DeFi. Again, it's really just velocity of money. How many times can I keep recycling the same dollar? So get this. So let's just say, like me, you took 5 grand, you ROI'd it, you pulled out 5 grand, you left that other 5 grand in here. Now it's worth $41,000. I took some money, I used it to make more money, I took that initial out, and I can recycle it. And now I can use this to get me free AlphaFi tokens, which is also growing at 50% plus 162 overall on this 41 grand. And in 2 months, 3 months, this 1K and the extra that I'll put in there might be worth 5 grand, 8 grand, 10 grand, risk-free money, and I've recycled it yet again. That's the power of DeFi. Now, and I want to add some more value here, and just let me know again if we can add any value through the comments below. I would, if you're looking to yield farm on SUI, I probably wouldn't use AlphaFi, especially if it's maybe a larger part of your portfolio. I would be looking at Navi for lending. Feel free to take a note of that. But as you can see, I mean, you can do 5% lending your SUI. You can borrow against it, use the same strategy like we use over here on VFAT. Again, this is around on average, it's been around a 500K portfolio. It prints around $1,500 per day, which is really awesome. And then I have a bunch of ETH that I've lent out that is way up in price because ETH has been doing well. And I took some debt against that ETH because I don't want to lose out on the appreciation of ETH. And I've been slowly paying back this debt. As you can see, every single day I have between $1,000 to $1,500 of stablecoin from my VFAT portfolio. That keeps printing me. So you could easily replicate the same thing. So what I'm fundamentally saying is I could take this 41 grand, I could move it off of AlphaFi if I wanted to, I could move it onto Navi, I could lend out that SUI, then I could borrow against it, and then I could go yield farm on platforms like Cetus, on platforms like Turbos. You know what, come to think about it, I would actually be happy to do that real time. Let me know in the comments if you want a video breaking down Cetus, Turbos, Navi, and how I could run a strategy with, let's just say, $10,000 and how to take on some safe leverage and make some really, really juicy yields on $10,000 without losing on the upside potential of SUI. Take a moment, let me know in the comments below. Also, before I kind of put the finishing touches on a few things, at Rubixinator on Instagram, I've been having so much fun chatting with some of y'all in the DMs. You ask some really great questions and it inspires a lot of YouTube content. And also keep your eyes peeled for Santa and his Lambo. That is not me, by the way. It looks like me, but this is actually Crypto Santa, and he got a new sled, and he's got some really awesome giveaways happening on Instagram for the whole month of December. So every weekend we're giving away some awesome stuff, including year-long membership access to the UIG. I would love for you to win, so don't miss out. Make sure you pop on by Rubixinator on Instagram and look for the posts. You'll see Crypto Santa. Again, looks a lot like me, but it's not me. And he'll be giving away some awesome stuff. So come follow me on Instagram. And of course, if you want these kind of chats on a daily basis, you want to be a community of 1,500 plus investors, some with $5,000 portfolios, $1,000 portfolios, some with $100,000 portfolios, some with multi-million-dollar DeFi portfolios, and everyone is in the conversation sharing their portfolios. You can literally see what people are doing to make 20 grand a year. You can see their positions, how long they've been in, all the way to people doing $100,000 plus per month, and you can see their positions and their strategies. Highly, highly recommend. So just to put some closing thoughts on this video, remember, in bullish markets, and I'm happy to break down some more videos like this, but in bullish markets, you don't want to lose on the upside potential of your assets. So I would rather hold $100,000 of ETH in this portfolio, or, you know, a bunch of Bitcoin or ETH in my ledgers and then borrow against it, and then take those borrowed assets, stablecoin, and use it to create yield, especially if you're in non-correlated pairs. So I would rather have this upside here, take a loan against it, which I've been slowly paying back, with the income that I'm creating over here on VFAT on a daily basis, and then get into positions, for instance, like ETH USDC that are non-correlated, but they make me $780 per day, and I don't lose out on the upside of ETH. We can do this with SUI, we can do this with BNB, AVAX, SOL, I don't care what asset you're talking about. And that is the play right now. That's probably the play for a lot of 2025. There's more money that's going to be made over the next 12 months than in a very long time. And think about it. Like, am I too late? Well, you got to ask yourself, if you just take everything you own and you buy Bitcoin with it, I'd say that's kind of risky. But what if you're cash flowing on your assets and your portfolio is growing no matter what the markets are doing? This has been our play for the last 2 years. It's all we keep talking about. This works in a bear market, it works in a bull market, and you can tweak your strategy depending on what the markets are doing. I really, really hope that helps. If it does, all we ask for is a like, leave a comment below. Make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed and watching these videos, like, I'm kind of hurt by that. Like, it's free to subscribe, so just hit the subscribe. And if you know this video or this channel could actually help someone, could serve someone, maybe it's an individual you know, maybe it's a group on Telegram or Discord, or maybe it's on your Twitter, share this video with them. And let's help more people go from gamblers to investors. This crypto DeFi space is plagued by scam coins, scam tokens, pump and dumps, and gamblers trying to get rich overnight. And I mean, if that's you, that's cool. Like, go over there, that's fine. But if you want to be an investor, steady cash flow, keep building your wealth way faster than any traditional investment vehicle, any bank, Wall Street, any investment could make you, then maybe this will be of interest to you. So study up. And what I'll also do is I will leave some videos up on the screen for your viewing pleasure. Study this stuff. If you can commit to studying like true DeFi, true crypto, you'll be amazed at like the DeFi business, we call it, you can build, but you've got to take this seriously. So I'll leave that choice up to you. At a bare minimum, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.